seeing what I could do. Let it hang. When it gets long enough, I want to dip it in red dye, Vaquero red dye.
Oh no! Is it a maroon or whatever New Mexico State was? Or okay.
No. We're doing Vaquero red. Come on.
Yeah. Special guest star.
No, it isn't.
Right, special guest star.
No.
This is gonna get real Western in a second.
Yes.
Let's go. Real Western.
Oh man.
Yes.
How are you doing?
And I went, guys, a very famous philosopher told me one time, head down, eyes closed is no way to go through life.
No way.
But, dude, I'm country, and I live in the suburb now, and I got a pretty big yard, and it's got a ton of trees, and so I trim the trees, and I get all ththese branches every year. And it was actually the anniversary of the burning a couple weeks ago. And I pile up a brush pile about that high. And it is legal to burn till June 5th in Oregon. In your whatever county. And so, dude, and my wife hates it when I do it. So I always do it when she's not paying attention or gone. And so, I throw a half a gallon of gas on there and
just to get things started, right?
Appetizer.
light that sucker up. And the first time I did it, there's a pine tree and there's a limb about 20 feet high that kind of hangs down. And I'm not kidding you, that flame just shoots right up and is on that limb.
Oh, no.
And I'm going, oh. And so it was like watching Mo and Curly. I'm running, trying to get a hose to spray it down. My D coordinator said he lives in town. He said he heard from someone about the fire. I can't believe nobody called the fire department on. There's nothing more natural than man and fire.
Well, he lost it. Luckily, I wasn't there. I was out in the.
We were having headphone issues, so that stoked the fire for Amelie. Amelie was on edge. But dude, yeah, she started barking chips, and he just let her have it, man.
Seeing these guys, man, and because I've talked about you guys, all three of you guys, and basically have you guys kind of talk about what you'd tell an offensive lineman, maybe that's thinking about coming in, or some of the things that you went through, coming in. You guys both, Billy and Isaac transferred in from Mary, and so coming in as a kind of a double transfer type guy. But what do you guys? Just go ahead, man. Give us some of the wisdom.
Well, yeah, man. I'm tired of seeing beach bodies on the offensive line. We need to get more big hogs at Sam Barber City College. It's the only spot to play junior college football, in my opinion, man. It's the only spot. If you're going anywhere else, you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself the opportunity of a lifetime.
Our freshman year at Mary, we took our spring break and we came to go check out all SBCC. And I remember the first time we seen the field, you driving down Shoreline.
A little better than Bismarck. A little better than Bismarck.
Shoot, I was a big sponge. I just came in I was just like, yo, this is a lot to come through. And, Aiden was the first one to come out to the parking lot when we got there with my mom. And I was like, this place is nice. Leaves talking my ear off the whole time too. But the whole time I'm thinking I want to be D lineman the whole time. I'm gonna stay with Amelie.
Right. Yeah.
And then, transferring into the O line, I was like, yo, this is it. This is fun.
Wasn't afraid to say the unpopular thing, when he told me that I was going to play center. I remember that conversation. Like, I don't want to play center. What do you want me to play center for? and it's just that kind of. I mean, you guys care about us. That's a little bit of a difference. Like, Leaves knew that was what was best for me. And in hindsight, I look back at that, and I wouldn't have played Division I football. A 6'1" or 6'1", 315-pound, guard. I wouldn't have done it. And Leaves knew. I mean, Leaves, Marop, all you guys, like, you guys knew what was best for us, and I think that's the most important thing when going to the next level. These kids coming in, they want to go to the next level. I mean, they're coming into a coaching staff like they care about doing that. You guys obviously want to win games too, but you guys care
more than just like you say, he put you at center, knew that was best for you. And then it was more than just the on the field stuff. We'd go golfing with each other. We'd go get burritos after practice. Yeah. That was the stuff that really made it, worth it. Because, I thought, coming from high school, your coaches care about you. You get to, we got to see you guys obviously cared about us. We had a great relationship. And then when we went to New Mexico, it's a whole different story. It's business.
Yeah, it's business.
And then, that really put it in my mind, like, oh, these guys were awesome. They actually cared about me as a person,
Said, hey, do me a favor. Make it cool to be an offensive lineman. That's the attitude. That's the aura that I want, because, hey, guys, you don't get your name in the paper. Legitimately, that's a cliche, but it's very true. So I remember him taking you guys up on frickin' West Campus. It was during a workout or something, and he took all you guys up there, and all I hear was, and Billy was leading the charge, man. And I thought from that point on, right, Ramon, am I right? You guys had
you're right.
It closed the group together, man, and because I knew if we don't have a close-knit offensive line, we ain't gonna have no success. But what would you tell a recruit coming in to be ready for, the challenges for a place like Santa Barbara, and what's some advice you'd give them?
It is what you make it. You want to go somewhere, and when me and Isaac were doing our CC decision, we were looking at Santa Barbara City College, and we kind of just thought to ourselves, like, well, we don't necessarily need you to get out. We just need a place to perform, and we'll do the talking ourselves. And I mean, Santa Barbara is the best place to do that. It's living a great life, going to the beach every day, you know what I'm saying, and playing the sport that you love to play, and you're there to play. It's no better feeling.
For that, I remember, like you said, you were making our decision to leave D2. We didn't know what to expect next. And we finally get there, and we got there on a mission that this is a platform for us to go to the next level. And, it's I've seen a lot of people come in with that same mission, and then they'll lose that in their time there. They get too caught up. And teammates that we had there, they came in and they lost their focus. And, if that's not what you want to do, that's not what you want to do. That's fine. But if you have the same mission as us, there's no better place to do it.
Yeah, I would just say, handle your business. And that's what you got to do in Santa Barbara. And after that, you can have fun, go to the beach. And I miss so many food spots in Santa Barbara. I keep saying it every day,
Santa Barbara, I did some of the stuff I thought I'd never do. I remember I went kayaking in the ocean over there, and I seen a dolphin about 10 feet away. I thought it was a shark, almost shit on myself.
You wouldn't want to do that right now, and how did you not get so caught up in that? That's kind of the thing I want guys, and I'm not talking about just IV, but that concept, that idea. How did you avoid getting caught up in that?
It's you gotta be straight with yourself. There's a bunch of things you can do. You could go out and have a good night every night if you want to go out and have a good night every night. But we came there on a mission. We were bounce backs. We already had one opportunity that we didn't like, and we wanted to come there and give ourselves a better opportunity. Yes, we wanted to enjoy all the spoils and the pleasures that Santa Barbara and Isla Vista had to offer for us. But at the same time, we were realistic with ourselves, and we knew that we were on a mission, And if you could find that balance of having fun while maintaining your mission, and you know, then this is the place for you. You know, if you're self-disciplined enough, you know, and there's a lot of pretty girls that could distract you. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of things that could distract you. But if you could balance it and you could find out, you know, just how to live that life without living that life too hard, I mean, there's no other place to do it.
Definitely, yeah. And, you know, Santa Barbara's got more distractions than anybody. But you just got to remember you came there for a reason, you know. You didn't come here, you paying all this money in rent. You didn't come here to just pay this and not get out, you know. Yep. We came here on a mission. We got to stick to the plan. And I'm not going to act like we didn't, you know, obviously we went to some parties, we went to some concerts, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, I came here for a reason. I got to stick to the plan. And if you stick to the plan, you might, you know, there's no better place to execute your plan.
If I was going to go to IV, I was definitely going to kick it with Billy and Isaac. You know, you just got to keep yourself in the right group, you know, because, shoot, I think my first year there, I had the 3 roommates that played, and then after that one season, they were gone. So, like, of course, I was in the right mindset, you know. And, like, having that group of guys with us, you know, it was always a good time to just kick it on some downtime.
So basically, surrounding yourself with people who've got a like mindset.
Yeah, and listen to Billy sing and play that guitar, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, staying around with a good group of people who are on that same mission and just, you know, keeping at it. I mean, that's a big part. You could easily meet some people out there that'll take you off of that beaten path, or that path that you want to be on. But, you know, as long as you're hanging out with your boys on the team, I mean, that's the biggest part about it. You got a whole family out there, and you guys are enjoying the best years of your life
we
together.
live right next door to Sed. You know, we see him every day. And, you know, I got night class with them. You know, it'll become your family, you know. These are your guys, you're living with them, you're practicing with them, you're going to school with them, you know. And you guys all got the same mission. It's you know, obviously you got to enjoy your time there, but the mission at the end of the day is to get out and get going to the next level.
Yeah, it's one thing. I remember out of high school, man, I thought going to a community college, I was a failure. That's what was my messed up mindset that I had for some reason. I know a lot of people do share that same sentiment. And my first year, the one thing I can say is my first year when I transferred out of the University of Mary, middle of nowhere, D2, after 1 year playing, to Santa Barbara City College, I just racked over my brain why I didn't do this straight out of high school. Man. I mean, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to better yourself. It's a second chance, basically. And you don't get second chances in life. Go D1, go do your thing. And it's, like I said, you know, I'm going to tire this out, but it's the best place to get that second chance.
Especially for I mean, any position, but especially linemen. Linemen are gold in college football. They get missed on all the time, you know, and Marop can correct me if I'm wrong, but when people come through his door, they're looking for O-linemen always.
Kids get caught up out of high school, and it's exactly what you said, Billy. Now you look back at it and you go, 4-year or the 2-year, 4-year in the middle of nowhere where I got to wear three jackets at once, you know, and or I'm going to go. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Marop, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
I would say, especially now, you know, everybody wants to just post on Twitter, oh, I'm so blessed to have an offer from so-and-so, so blessed to have an offer. And that's what we were, you know. That was our only offer coming out of high school. And, you know, we thought it was the best decision for us. And like Billy said, you know, you got that stigma about JUCO. And then, you know, everybody wants to do what the people want you to do, but not. You have to do what's best for you. And
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, it was a place for me to grow, too. The biggest thing, you know, out of high school, to be honest, I never would have thought I would have played D1 football. You know, I was from a small town. Not that many kids did it, especially not that many offensive linemen, you know, where I was from, went to the D1 level. And so, you know, I thought the Division II level, that was as good as it was going to get for me. And then, you know, I started, you know, making the realizations. And when I did make that transfer and I got there, I mean, I was like, you guys opened it up to me that, no, you could do whatever you want to do if you put the work into it, you know. And not only that, but like life lessons too. I'll never forget the time, you know, when we first got there. I had a talk with Lever and Marap about, you know, being on time and being late and stuff like that. You know, that was one of the. I still tell people this story to this day. You know, I'm an early bird now. I get to everything like 15 to 20 minutes early, and it still stems from the talk where you guys told me, you know, if a Division I coach calls me and asks me about you, I'm gonna have to tell him you're late. You know, and you know, I have to tell them the truth. I have to have them trust me, and that's something that's stuck in my mind. You know, into adulthood, it's life lessons too. You know, so.
Chats with, and you know, you three guys are three of the best we've ever had here. So just realize that, and realize you made a big difference in this program. You made a big difference in my life, and I'll never forget you guys. And I don't want you to ever forget the VAQs, man.
Special time in my life. Wish it could have lasted forever.
Man,
I think
You're telling me
all the time. But I'm so proud of you, all of you, and what a blessing to work under Coach Marap and get to work with Coach Aiden. Just unbelievable experience for me too. So, thank you.
You guys, all of you, every one of you guys, including Bob, has made a difference in this program for me. So I'm the grateful one. I'm the lucky one because I've been blessed with some good people, and this just solidifies it, man. The linemen. This was the lineman chat, and it's
Molly chat.
This could have been this could have been 3 hours freaking long. That's for sure.
No, yeah.
That's for sure. But hey,
clear a couple more.
That's right. That's right. Hey,
yeah.